A new type of threat: online safety and cybersecurity. Due to the technological advancements of modern society, most of the world has access to mobile devices and other types of technology. In 2018, there were 80,000 cyber attacks per day, or over 30 million attacks per year. Over 60% of online fraud is accomplished through mobile platforms. According to online privacy statistics, approximately 21% of online users are a victim of hacking. These important statistics show how many people are being the victims of cybersecurity threats today. As you see on the screen, most people use applications like an email, a text messaging, a phone call, or a wallet app, or some type of banking. These are some of the most commonly threatened apps that are so much a part of daily life that we don't even realize it. It is important to be aware that cyber threats because they affect all of us. Cybercrime is one of the toughest challenges that the world is facing today, and it's set to cost organizations and individuals up to $6 trillion annually by 2021. Cybersecurity is the protection of interconnected systems, including hardware, software, and data from cyber attacks. Most people think that if you do not put your information online, and if you post something online and it's only shared with friends and family, you're safe from intrusions. This is not true. This is very important to note because this is a common idea that is shared among people that makes them more threatened to cyber attacks. Some types of threats are malware, phishing scams, phone and text messaging scams, distributed denial of service attacks, ads, and not secure websites. Malware is when you download dangerous software to your computer. Phishing scams are scam emails that may be sent to your email. Phishing refers to spoofing or fraud attempts perpetrated by random attackers against a wide number of users, mainly through fraudulent emails. Phone and text messaging scams are often when someone sends you a suspicious text or phone call asking for money. Smishing is a text message that leads you to a fake website that imitates a real company. They will ask for personal information and other data. Neighbor spoofing is when people or criminals try to make you answer calls that have similar area codes to that of your area, but it is actually a scam. Distributed denial of service attacks are when attackers flood a server so that the computer no longer functions. A common threat that most people face is ads and using not secure websites. It is important to look for an HTTPS or some type of definition of a secure website. These threats threaten so many people every year, and it's important to know the signs of them. It is important also to know who is at risk and what is at risk. Any personally identifiable information, including important things like credit card numbers, passwords, medical information, driver's license numbers, social security numbers, and so much more, are at risk of these cyber attacks. Once some of this information is given, this could be a threat to your safety and your well-being. So who is at risk? People who are using public profiles or putting their information online and are not using secure accounts with strong passwords could be at risk. This makes it a lot easier for attackers to gain access to your accounts. Also, two very common groups of people who are at risk are teenagers and senior citizens. Teenagers using social media may not know what privacy controls to go on and may be at risk of going to sites that are not safe. Also, dating scams are common with teenagers, as well as other forms of cyberbullying that can be cyber threats. Senior citizens are very susceptible to cyber attacks. More than 38% of seniors say that someone has tried to scam them online. This is because they are very vulnerable and naive to scammers who may be trying to steal money for them, knowing that people who are not familiar with technology do not know the signs. It is important to me and many others to inform senior citizens about the threats of cybersecurity. Now, this may sound all very scary, and when we're thinking about it, online, there is a lot of dangers, but there's ways we can fight back. Two of the most powerful ways to fight back are using strong passwords and two-factor authentication. Strong passwords include upper and lowercase letters, numbers, symbols, and also need to be changed often. Two-factor authentication is when you use an email, a phone, or some other way of accessing your account and linking your account so that you're given a code to log in to your account so it is double protected. Making sure to install software device updates and using secure websites and software is important to fighting back against cybersecurity threats. If we use proper privacy controls and secure accounts online and are aware of our actions online, we can fight back against the threats of cybersecurity. So to answer the question, are we really safe? In a simple way of saying it, we're really not. But that doesn't mean that even though technology is advancing and could become more dangerous, that we can't stand up to this. With such a world of tech interconnected with modern society, we have to be aware of what we're doing and being aware of how technology develops to fight back against any scary threats that might be at our way. We have to be the superheroes against the dangers of the dark web and the cybersecurity world so that we can be safe online and lead to be a safer technical world.